And welcome back. I am your host, the Susan Anime O'Hagan. And today we are going to talk about Darby of the Dead. And I can't wait to tell you about it because I was surprised how much I liked it. Okay, Darby of the Dead. Is a 22 American supernatural teen comedy film directed by Silaa Howard. Written by W.M. Becca and starring Riley Dawes as Darby Harper along with... Okay, some of these names are a little harder to pronounce than I thought. Hang on just a second. Let's continue. Original titled Darby Harper Wants You to Know. The film was announced in October 2021 and began filming in South Africa in February 2022. It was released by 20th Century Studios as a Hulu original film on December 2nd, 2022. It received mixed reviews from critics. When Darby Harper was 7, she and her mother were sucked by a wave that drowned them. Darby was brought back to life, but her mother perished. Since then, Darby gained the ability to see and communicate with the dead. She starts a side business to help DBs move on to the afterlife by helping them take care of things they could not do while alive. This has caused her to become distant from everyone at school, including her former friend Capricorn, and they all call it Capricorn. Donahue, the popular cheerleader. Darby's only true friend is the school's former janitor, Gary Astaire, who is waiting for his wife, Linda, to pass on so he can move on too. So he won't go until his wife goes. Some people do believe they're soulmates, or soulmates until even after death. So it depends on how much you loved each other, I guess. Oh goodness, what just happened? So I was impressed by this movie, which is, I know, not saying a lot. You're like, she gets impressed by everything. But I did not think I would like it as much as I did. I thought, it's just going to be one of those cheesy, boring, supernatural type of, like, comedies. But it wasn't as bad as I thought. Okay. Darby meets new student Alec, who is the school's mascot and is drawn to her, despite her attempts to dissuade him. She also comes into conflict with Capricorn over her boyfriend James, who, contrary to her, is kind and considerate. While using a hair straightener in the bathroom, Capricorn electrifies herself and dies. Darby is immediately visited by her and comes to grips with the fact that she is dead and needs to pass on. She also discovers that she can physically control things with her mind. Carpy constantly pesters Darby before deciding that her goal before moving on is to throw her 17th birthday party. Darby regrettably, reluctantly agrees with Carpe, training her to think and act like her and her friends. After regaining her cheerleading ability from her childhood, Darby manages to get in with Carpe's friends. Though she is told to stay away from Alec due to him being the mascot. With Carpe's help, Darby positive celebrating her birthday anyway to her friends and to raise electrocution awareness at school. Carpe's friends agree, and thanks to Carpe's influence, Darby starts to become popular among her peers. She further begins to bond with James, who has stayed from school for a few days following Carpe's death. After returning, everyone at school begins to suspect that the two are dating, much to Carpe's friends' charge. Darby's new life begins to intrude on her old one as she misses a date with Alec and keeps passing on and helping Gary's friend Mel pass on. Okay. Pass on. Carpe, Capricorn, initially becomes jealous of Darby's influence over the party, but is calmed by Gary and Mel. She goes to apologize only to discover Darby's supposed relationship with James and angrily burns her house and begins to haunt James, forcing him to break up with Darby. They were never dating. It was just a mistake. She was just trying to help him. The day of the party arrives, and Darby comes in an effort to find Capricorn. She finds James talking to her via a Ouija board, which does not look like it sounds. And Capricorn begins to mock Darby and send the board flying around the party. When she threatens further humiliation, Darby finally reveals to everyone her secret. And the fact that she pretends to look down on everyone because of her own flaws. Darby returns to being ignored by everyone at school, but is visited by Capricorn, who, in an effort to make up for fighting with her, finds Darby's mother, who has been watching her from afar in an effort to see how she can handle herself. Capricorn finally accepts Darby's friendship and moves on. Darby decides to continue cheerleading, having made up with the squad and remains friends with James. She runs into Gary again, who is close to visiting his wife, and he reveals that Mel has finally moved on as well, thanks to Alec. It is revealed he can also see ghosts, as well as break the fourth wall, as Darby had done throughout the film. After having gotten into a coma, the two decide to start dating and work their afterlife business together, while the bird implies to be Capricorn based on her belief in reincarnation, watches from afar. Rotten Tomatoes, 2022, comedy drama. I love comedy dramas, they're fun. 1 hour and 41 minutes. Okay, 54 tomato monitor, 74 audience score. After surfing a near-death experience as a young girl, Darby Harper gains the ability to see dead people. As a result, she becomes introverted and shuts off from her school peers and prefers to spend time counseling lonely spirits who have unfinished business on Earth. But all that changes when Carpe, real name Capricorn, the queen bee of the school, most exclusive clique, unexpectedly dies in a freak hair straightening accident, resulting in the obvious of her upcoming Sweet 16. Carpe, however, pleads with Darby from the other side to intervene and convince Kirby's friends to proceed with the party as planned in order to appease the wrath of the undead diva. Darby must emerge from her self-imposed exile and reinvent herself, which along the way allows her to find new joy back in the land of the living. Show more, ratings PG-13, some teen partying, suggestive material, strong language, genre, comedy, drama, fantasy, original language, English. Director Silas Howard. Producer Eddie Robin. Adam Saunder. Sarah Shepard. Writer Becca Greene. Release date September. Streaming December 2nd, 2022. Runtime 1 hour and 41 minutes. Sound mix Dolby Digital. Okay, so I sat there debating what movie should I watch to review. And I saw this and I was like, I've heard this, and I was like, I kind of like this. It reminds me of, what is the movie? Now I have to look it up. Darn it. Hang on real quick. It gave me Teen Spirit vibes, which I could talk about another time. Kind of gave off the same little vibes. And so I was like, oh, this is going to be so lame. Because at first, before I watched it, I was like, this is just going to be like that. It's going to be a little different. And it's going to be like, so basic. But it was kind of good and something different. I mean, after watching way too many true crimes to talk about for my... and missing people cases and a bunch of other really weird things, because I was watching some really disturbing, let's see if I can find any of them. Desperate Housewives isn't disturbing. Ooh, Fear Street, that one we're gonna talk about all three. I can't wait. I've also been talking about the Murdaugh murders, which everyone has been, but it was funny because I'm like seeing this guy and I hear this name and I'm like, where have I heard this? And then I was like, oh, I know this case before. It was like huge. So I've been reading the Murdaugh case, and I was just like, yeah. Like, it was so funny to me. That, not that what he did. It was funny in my mind that I knew the case before it was, like, huge. And, like, I've seen this case on one of those true crime shows before Netflix did it. Like, I was like, oh, dang. I was like, it clicked, like, finally. So, like, I've been reading into that. Orlando Bloom's, like, arrest. Stevie Tyler versus Julia. Lots of Sailor Moon stuff. We're gonna have a whole Sailor Moon thing. The Coogan Law, oh gosh. The failed promise of online murder. Yeah, like, there's the murder of Corin Spear. Yeah, so we have a lot of, like, true crime cases that I will be talking about. But I needed a break from all of that. And this movie kind of gave me that break that I needed. It wasn't like it was super boring and lame as I thought, but it's not like, I don't know, super fascinating and like super like, whoa, this is the best movie on the planet. It was very much like, this is a good movie when you need a break from everyday things and cases you've been reading up on and watching like creepy TV shows. It definitely brought like, oh, this is kind of cute, this is kind of funny, this is kind of sassy. And I kind of like watching those type of movies sometimes. I did, I hope I haven't Hostel, or did I already do it? Do Revenge. I think it was Do Revenge, or was it? Okay, how do you say it? Oh, Danny something Scandal, that's not it. Yeah, it's called Do Revenge. So I was watching some comedy dramas because I just needed to get out of my head. Or if I'm not feeling well, like I'll watch something funny. But if you need something that's kind of like low key and kind of just not like extremely like the best movie or the worst movie. I've seen a lot of worse movies than this. This one is just okay. Like they said, even the critics gave it mixed reviews. It's not like The Avengers, which is like amazing. Like when I saw the first one, I watched it like twice in the movie theater, and then I watched it when it came out, and I watched it on Disney Plus. Like, I love that genre, and that genre, like, you have to kind of pay attention. And I could totally talk about The Avengers, or like Black Phone. It's not like Black Phone or Pearl. Oh my gosh, that movie had me all messed up. Pearl is insane. Until, oh my goodness gracious, till just the case, the movie, and everything about that. So this is just like one of those fun, like teenage dramas that like, I don't know, it reminds me of like a rom-com type of thing. Kind of cute, kind of fun. And I could be wrong. I think I'm right because I think I looked it up. The girl who plays Darby. I'm bad at names. It's not anyone's fault but my brain. I think she played Henry Danger's friend, Charlotte, who was the first one to put together that he was Henry Danger. And I've been watching a lot of these like fun like movies and TV shows where like they could talk to the dead or see the dead, like Ghost Whisperer, Boo, B Word, Boo Bitch TV series, Not Dead Yet. Like I've been watching all of those, so I've kind of been into that lately as well. I mean, so if you have like a time to spare or you just don't want to watch anything that's like too like, I don't know, where you have to like really think, or something really stupid. Like if you want something that like I think fits in like fun comedy drama, and you have Hulu and you're like, I'm not really in the mood for something scary, but I'm not really in the mood for this, I would say give this a look because it's not bad. But it does have its moments where you're like, oh my gosh, like why are like so stupid or so predictable? Like you could kind of predict what happens, so I'm not going to say it's going to win every award, but it does like win the fact that it gives you something to like wind down with. It's not something that you would have to like after I watched Black Phone, I needed to take a break because my brain was about to be like, nope. And till forget it, I almost had like a breakdown because that, what they did to him was not okay. Not even a little. And the movie had you all teary-eyed and you're like, why? Why did people do this? Why does this still happen? What is wrong with people? So you kind of just, did I hit a button? Whoa, I hit a button. How do I go back? Oh no. I'm so sorry. And I think I'm back. I'm not really sure what just happened. So I give this movie a... What? Okay, so fun sound effect. It's a fun little movie. With like a little bit of like ghosts, but not scary ghosts, not like a horror movie. So I hope y'all enjoyed this movie Monday. And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. And I hope you have, well, I hope I hope you have a great and wonderful day, and bye for now.